Today I'm going to go through my collection of TL-122 American made flashlights. They changed over the period of the war with different improvements. The early TL-122s were all Model A's, as you can see. They did have slight differences. There was various manufacturers, Eveready, USA Light, Gits, but the three main differences was the actual screw cap. This is a coin edge screw cap, this is a smooth edge screw cap, and this is a flat sided screw cap, meant to make it easier if you were wearing gloves to get the cap off. Also, different switch designs. The switch designs on this USA Light model are the same, but they have different end cap pieces. The middle model was made by Eveready, and its switch design is different again. Whereas these switches slide up, and you press that for the flashlight, push it full up, you get the torch on. This one, you press the centre button to use the flashlight and hold the button down, and then you can move the switch up. These are all metal models. Stopped early into the war because obviously metal was needed for more important things than a flashlight. So the first plastic model to replace it was the TL-122B. Very similar in design. Simple bulb and reflector, same clip, belt clip, the same sort of screw cap holding 2 D cells. To improve this model, they put a gasket in here to make it more watertight. They put a gasket in the cap end, and they also raised the switch body off the actual plastic casing and put a rubber gasket as well between that to try and help it make it more weatherproof. So this was a 42 model, 43, 44 was the last of the war period TLs, and that was the TL-122D. Same gasket underneath the switch harness and gasket in the battery case, but we also had a separate case here for coloured filters for night reading, and with a separate screw off extended head, which made putting on the filter a lot easier without exposing the bulb to inclement weather. So these, as I say, were still used, the metal ones were still used throughout the war, but you ask yourself, what is this to do with the TL-122? This is actually an R.A.F map reading light, but using obviously the same manufacturing and tooling. This case is the exact same case, but extended as the early TL-122As. Very same case pattern. And the dimmer switch was obviously advanced, but it had the same spring clip that would come up as the other ones. This, as I says, was magnified, and it had this so you could hone in on the map and get exact coordinates. As I say, this had a dimmer switch in the bottom, and it was a +3 magnification lens at the end. Not listed as a TL-122 lamp, but you can obviously see the history behind it. It's used the same tooling as the early original TL-122 metal models, the A models. All these are in working condition. My favourite is actually the Eveready model. because the switch, I prefer that type of switch. But they all work, and as I say, very hard to find. According to books, they say the TL-122C is the hardest model, a source. But out of all the lamps I've seen on eBay, these were all purchased off eBay. I've only ever seen this one with a square edge for sale on eBay. I've never seen it. I've seen other ones with a round and coin edge. Never seen this one. So for me, this looks like one of the rest. And this has got its original colour scheme still on it. These other two were cleaned up and respayed in period olive drab colours. All interesting models in their own right, but to have the complete collection was a bit of a chore getting. Yes, as I say, there's other models. You'll have models with the same screw caps, round caps, coin edge caps from Gits, USA Light and Ever Ready. But as I say, the main three distinct styles was this coin edge, smooth edge, and the flat-sided one. Hope you like this, and a wee bit of history. As I says, this lamp was actually an M1944 R.A.F marked reading light, but you can actually see from the casing it definitely comes from the same tooling as the earlier steel cased lamps. Hope you enjoyed this. Catch up with you all soon with another film.